So Jermaine Burton, the third round, number 80 overall, and you believe that this is the most important pick in the draft.
Most important pick in the draft because I think Jermaine Burton's a first-round talent in wide receiver 4. I think he's the fourth best receiver behind the big three of Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, and Rome Odunze.
Does Jermaine Burton make the Bengals offense unstoppable? Before we build on the 2024 campaign, let's see how we got here. The Cincinnati Bengals are coming off a disappointing season. The expectations prior to last season was to vindicate their names, stand on business, and get revenge on the Kansas City Chiefs, preferably in the AFC Championship game, and thus potentially hoist that Lombardi trophy. Unfortunately, Joe Burrow hobbled his way into the 2023 season with the calf strain, causing the Bengals to fall into a 1-3 record. The following week, things changed. Against the Arizona Cardinals, Joe Burrow was him again, seemingly rising from the dead like The Undertaker, completing 36 of 46 passes for an astounding 78 completion percentage, 317 yards, and 3 touchdowns, along with the team win. The Bengals rolled off another 3 wins, and now with a record of 5-3, their heads was finally above water. Then something unpredictably occurred. Joe Burrow got outplayed by a rookie quarterback and C.J. Stroud, and Zach Taylor got outcoached by a rookie head coach and D'Amico Ryans. I'm going to revisit this game. The following week, Joe Burrow gets injured on a Thursday night against their division rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. And that was the last we would see Joe Burrow in action. And well, you could say that was the end of their season. I don't sense the need for a Jake Browning deep dive, so I won't make your ears bleed, but I will say he showed great poise and command of their offense in Burrow's absence. Now let's get back to this Texans game. It's 3rd and goal from the 13, 14-yard line. Tyler Boyd is lined up in the slot closest to the right tackle. Joe Burrow snaps the ball, and then Tyler Boyd hits a nasty slant on Denzel Perryman, who happens to be the only player covering that space of the field. Joe Burrow drops an absolute dime for the game-winning touch drop. Total shocker, because Tyler Boyd has been a model of consistency for the Bengals, especially during those down years. I bring this up because there is a clip from Zach Taylor interview speaking about Jermaine Burton. I'm going to play this clip and then come back.
Super competitive, plays with a lot of energy. I didn't have any drops on his tape this year. Goes and fights for the ball, shows a lot of different things that he can do outside and inside, finishes plays in the end zone, finishes plays in the end zone.
Finishes plays in the end zone. Was that a shot or was that a wink, wink, hint, hint? Let me know if I'm reaching or not. But that drop from TB was a huge momentum shift for the organization. And with the acquisition of Jermaine Burton, the Bengals get another young, talented wide receiver with Tee Higgins on a franchise tag, and this potentially could be his last year in stripes. Jermaine Burton will not only be impactful as a third option this year, but potentially be the number 2 option the following season. So the magnitude of this draft pick is really unquantifiable right now. And I know that there were some stories about Jermaine Burton having character issues, and some would say, look at his production. I can't speak to the character concerns, but I can speak to some of the production. Let's just call a spade a spade. He went to Georgia. JT Daniels was the quarterback. Ask Georgia fans how they feel about JT Daniels. He played at Bama. Now, Jalen Milroe is a talented runner, but he's still developing as a quarterback. It's not like he played with LSU Joe Burrow, right? But he's playing with Bengals Joe Burrow. And Jermaine Burton is a diamond in the rough. And that's something you don't want to give Joe Burrow. The Bengals pick up Mike Gesicki, who had a great combine. He's been in the league for a while now, and he's never really had that superb season. He's played with a bunch of above-average quarterbacks, just calling it what it is. I'm not saying he's going to come to Cincinnati and beat Travis Kelce, but I believe that he can surpass that 500 pass mark that every Bengals tight end gets and potentially get that 7 to 8 touchdown range. Eric All, the tight end from Iowa and Michigan, I believe that was a great pickup. And Tanner McLaughlin as well from Arizona. You look at the Bengals offensive line with the acquisition of Trent Brown and taking Amarius Mims. I pray that Amarius Mims is so good that our offensive line coach bangs on Zach Taylor door and says, hey, we got to put Mims at guard. That's just me as a Bengals fan. I pray that that can happen so we can just have the greatest, biggest, most dominant offensive line in NFL history. And then Chase Brown, a very, very dynamic running back with speed and acceleration. Then Zach Moss kind of gives you that thunder and lightning. The only thing stopping the Bengals this year is health. If Joe Burrow can stay healthy, a Super Bowl is on the horizon. If you're a Bengals fan, go ahead and put the who day in the comment section. If not a Bengals fan, I thank you for stopping by. It's BSO513. We got more content on the way, and I'm out.